the vertical column subtraction techniques. However, in grades 4 and 5, you are not allowed to use those techniques. You must use expanded notation or breaking up of numbers when you subtract. So what it comes down to is that you'll take the 93 and write it as 90 plus 3. And then we've got the minus. And then we do exactly the same with the 61. We take the 61 and write it as 60 plus 1. Now you'll notice that we've got the tens and the ones, the units, and the tens and the units. And now you tackle them separately. So you'll say 90 minus 60 is 30, and then the 3 minus the 1 will give us 2, and then you add them together, and that will then give you an answer of 32 as the answer of the subtraction. So 93 minus 61 is equal to 32. When you've got bigger numbers, such as in the next example, we'll take the same approach. We'll write the 987 as 900 plus 80 plus 7, minus 400 plus 60 plus 2, and then we take the hundreds first. 900 minus 400 will then give us 500, because remember it's the same as saying 9 minus 4, just adding the two zeros then. We'll do the same for the tens. 80 minus 60 will give us 20, because 8 minus 6 is equal to 2, and then you just add the 1, and then 7 minus the 2 will give you 5. So then the answer is 525 when you put them all back together again as a single number. And then the last one is a bit tricky, because you'll notice if we do the same as before, we write 50 plus 4 minus 20 plus 8. We could easily take the 50 minus the 20. It's the same as 5 minus 2. It's 3 and add the 1 0. However, we can't subtract the 8 from the 4. So what you effectively have to do is to scrap what you've already done up to that point and start all over again by writing the 50 as 40 plus 10, giving it an extra 10, plus then the 4 minus the 20 plus 8. So when you subtract the 10s now, you'll take 40 and 20 and not the original 50. So 40 minus 20 is 20. And then we've got 10 plus 4, which gives us 14. And 14 minus the 8 will give us 6. So it's plus 6, giving us an answer then of 26. So just remember that if you get to a point where you actually can't subtract the numbers that are in front of you, you have to take a previous number, such as a previous 10 or a previous 100, and break it down into two pieces first, so that you actually have a large enough number to subtract, as we had in this case.